Do a review on the Echo BX4500. It's a commercial series brush cutter. Pretty good brush cutter. It's lightweight, so if I'm out here a long time, it does a good job. Let's get with the bad part right off the bat. Um, don't use it for trees, sticks, things that are hard, bigger than your thumb, an inch in diameter or above. This is the second one I had. The other one got covered under warranty. I think if these blades stop too fast, then some type of surge happens and it screws up the trigger mechanism. So on the last one, when I was clearing in between the trees, there's some saplings in there, and occasionally you'll hit a hard one or you'll hit a rock and it comes to an abrupt stop. And after hours of doing that, a long time, the trigger started getting a little weird, not really triggering correctly, not engaging it. Have to find a sweet spot to try to get it to engage. So Ego's warranty department is wonderful. I just called them up, told them what was going on, and they just shipped me a whole new one. And I shipped the old one back in the box that came with it, the new one. And this one I'm being a lot more careful with. I'll use it on the heavy grasses, the briars, small bamboo. And that's what I'm going to be doing today. Is I'm still fighting bamboo. Never plant bamboo. It's you can't get rid of it. But so for light stuff, I do like this one the best, even over the Echo in there. The Echo is wonderful for heavy stuff, but it's heavier and just wears you out more. So this is nice. Just again, don't use it on spots where you're going to hit rocks, trees, and make this blade come to a complete stop. I do think it somehow shortens the trigger life of these because it happened to me on my Ryobi electric trimmer also. I stuck a forestry head on it and again hit some cedar trees with it and hard stops, and that trigger went. So I think it's something with these electric ones where if you have hard stops, I guess it's not designed to withstand that too well, and the trigger mechanisms will die on you. But other than that, if you're doing grass and you're paying attention, this is wonderful. It's quieter, plenty of power, and does a great job. Make sure you wear your safety equipment as always. Right now, I've put 50 hours on it, so I'm pretty familiar with it. And so I definitely can recommend it again for areas where you're not hitting a ton of thick saplings, where if you do hit them, you got to go nice and slow and kind of grind it off. Don't just whap into it. And definitely pay attention that you don't hit rocks or get tired and hit the ground and make it come to a complete stop. So this is the harness that came with it. It'd be nice if Ego would see this. There's a lot to love about the adjustments on this harness. Everything's very nice, and I like the plastic. And it's good if you're not out there too long using it, but I'm out here for hours when I use it. I like the hard plastic. Everything seems to be nice, but the problem is if anybody's ever gone, backcountry backpacking or had a, like I discovered it with our kid, carrying them around all the time in the backpack holder, is anything with a lot of weight. You don't want the weight on your shoulders. You need. So I don't use this one. I use this upgraded Echo one, which I should probably do a review on that because there's a lot that Echo did right on this one and a lot they did wrong. But if you do get a brush cutter harness, you need a belt, and this is where the weight of the brush cutter goes on to, is a nice solid padded belt, and it pulls down on your waist, and it doesn't really tire you out much. Where the ones with put all the weight on your shoulders, like the one that came with the Ego, it will wear your shoulders out and tire you out, and you'll be sore, and your neck will hurt. But this is neat. The weight actually is held by your waist, and all the other straps just keep everything stable and in place. Let's grease it up because it's after 50 hours, you're supposed to grease it up. Haven't felt any heat coming off of it, so it doesn't really probably need it, but it's time for it either way. Okay, let's grease this thing up. This has got to need it. What I'm trying to show here is that it can cut thicker materials. This is bamboo that has gotten hard. All you need to do is tap at it a little bit, let the blades do the work. Don't try to use it like a scythe and swing into it hard, causing the blades to stop abruptly if it doesn't cut. And I've cut some much bigger bamboo than this just by tapping at it a little bit, and it'll cut through it pretty good. But it's quiet and it's nice. The ergonomics of the handle are a little weird, but you can see I got all the weight on my belt here. There's barely anything on my shoulders, and that allows me to be out here for 4 to 8 hours